Hello, planet Earth. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK. My BFF Jill 730.
My BFF
Jill
730.
I'm Preston L. Young, wishing you warm salutations and congratulations as always. You've made your way to the Buffington Post. Today I'll be continuing my Season 9 coverage of the Buffyverse with Angel and Faith Season 9, issue number 19. It's Death and Consequences, Part 4. But first, previously on Angel and Faith.
Angel and Faith have spent the season trying to resurrect Giles, and now we know that Giles' body is not in the casket. It's being driven around by Eyghon, the villain from Season 2, who, since the destruction of magic, has actually made a corporeal body for itself on our plane of existence. Since he can't go home, he decided to team up with Whistler, Pearl, and Nash, and basically, once they destroy half the world, he will be able to control all of the dead bodies that get left behind. Because, fun fact, now that Eyghon is in his physical form on our plane, he can actually just kind of puppet master people en masse. Not only is he driving around Rupert's dead body, but he's also got a bunch of magical Slayer bodies with super strength that he's driving around because, hello Nadira, you tried to resurrect the dead. So having just faced off with Eyghon, our team has regrouped at Alistair's home, and we called in the big guns, Spike. Because, of course, if you'll remember, in Season 2, Eyghon was unable to possess Angel's body because he already had a demon in there possessing him, kind of, right? And so Spike would have this natural, soulful vampire immunity to Eyghon, in theory.
And so without further ado, let's jump into Angel and Faith, Season 9, issue number 19. It's Death and Consequences, Part 4. Here we go. So this issue opens up many years ago in London with Edna Fairweather and her grandson Rupert Giles, and she's taken him out to this disco to slay some vampires, right? And it turned out a little bit of anti-demon action is really what Rupert needed. Sure, they're not slayers, but they get the job done, and while they're having a drink, Edna says, "You're really good at this, you can offer something to the Watchers, you can really be something great for this world, you should come back and rejoin with the Watchers Academy." Giles really has reservations about this just because he feels unworthy. He just went through this whole thing with Ethan and Deidre and their other friends wherein they summoned Eyghon and had to kill one of their friends, and so basically he doesn't feel super qualified, but Edna is saying to him, "I know all about Eyghon, I know all about that, and I know that you've tried to play with some power that is totally beyond you, and you might be screwed up for the rest of your life. As soon as you die, sure, your soul might go on to Eyghon, but the punchline is that just makes you more qualified to be a mentor to Slayers because they are dealing with this power that they can't necessarily control, and somebody like you is going to be more fit to do it than somebody like your father who's done everything right, like dotted his I's and crossed his T's, etc." But enough about Giles. Spike is back, and of course we get all of this banter between Spike and Angel because Spike is back, and again, Alistair's not really liking his first impression of Spike because he is kind of Season 5 Urn of Ishtar's and ashtray-ing Alistair's house. Spike and Angel are going back and forth, and Faith, she's already trying to keep her sanity and trying to keep Angel in check and keep Nadira in check and also be a mentor for these other Slayers, and she's just not even ready to deal with Spike, and these two are going to be the death of her. And then Nadira comes in and she says, "Hey, William the Bloody, Slayer of two Slayers, I've got something for you," and she hands him this sword. And Angel's like, "Wait, so he gets a pass, but I don't?" And Nadira says, "Well, here you are, still undead, so technically you got a pass too." So they're trying to get their wits about them, and then, holy shit, Eyghon comes in because he was, possessing Faith, and so since she remembers everything that he remembers everything that she remembers, and he knew that they would go to Alistair's, and he comes in with the army of Slayers and zombies, and it's just bad. Faith and the other Slayers who haven't been all possessed by Eyghon find non-lethal ways to disengage the Slayers so that they can just kind of incapacitate them instead of killing them. So then Eyghon comes along and tries to fuck with Faith's head a little bit more, but she's like, no, I know you're Eyghon and not Giles, and I've got my best guys on getting rid of you. And so we've got Spike and Angel, and they have these super blessed magical swords or whatever, but Spike goes up against Eyghon, and it's not looking too great for him, I'm telling you. And we find out that since Eyghon is actually in our dimension, the presence of the soul and the demon within Spike's body is not enough to keep Eyghon out, and he possesses Spike and goes after Faith. So then Eyghon gets his mitts on Angel, and he doesn't like Angel because he basically got him banished in Season 2, and he's gonna go for the gold and really get him this time. But this time, there's not just Angel and Angelus in there, there's Angel, Angelus, and Rupert Giles. So Eygon's pissed, but not as pissed as Angel, and Faith throws him a sword. Angel decapitates this motherfucker, making Eygon's puppet mastery dissolve. Leaving us with what we wanted, right? Giles' dead body. Reality check. And so, with Eyghon defeated, the part of Giles' soul that belonged to Eyghon, most of it, goes into Angel, and now Angel has pretty much all of Rupert within him. But Angel's constantly battling this thing in him of having this demon in him and having this soul in him, and not only does he have a soul and a demon, but now he's got a third soul in there as well, and it's basically leaving Angel in a state of catatonia. Except that sometimes he thinks he's Giles now. Or Angelus, whichever. So things are looking bad, Angel can't get his head straight, and Nadira's thinking, this guy's gonna go crazy and kill us all, so I'm gonna kill him, but Faith says, fuck that, no we're not. Take a step back, take a look at one another. But remember, Nadira feels completely betrayed by Faith. She doesn't want anything to do with Faith, she doesn't care about Faith's values or ideals. She says, you know what, there used to be one Slayer, and now if that's still gonna be the case, and I'm gonna be the only Slayer out here, fucking so be it. I'm out of here. I'm done with it. And Daphne, one of Nadira's lieutenants, is saying, you know what, Faith? Yeah, Nadira's got a screw loose, but the truth of the matter is she's not wrong. The one thing we all have in common is that we don't want to be you. So Alistair and Spike start going back and forth about how Alistair doesn't really know the who's and what's of exactly what trying to bring Giles' soul out of Angel will do, because again, there's no magic out there, and they could remove any number one of the entities in Angel, right? So we could bring about Giles, we could bring about Angel, we could bring about Angelus, and the only one who had a plan with this is Angel, who is obviously less than helpful right now, and that's where we end the issue. I love this arc. We'll start with Edna and Rupert. Edna and Rupert have this conversation which totally connects Rupert to Angel and Faith. Hey, did you check out the title? It's called Angel and Faith. She talks about Slayers having this power that, yeah, they can abuse, and they need somebody who has gone on the dark side with magic to lead and guide them and tell them what's up and what's down. And also, she gives him the idea that, sure, his soul may go straight to hell and straight to Eyghon, but that's all the more reason to try and try and try to make amends for your sins. Spike is used particularly well here. I really think that Spike is used better on Angel and Faith Season 9 in the little bit that we get him than he is in the entirety of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 9. And I know that sounds harsh, but it's true. I really like what Spike has to offer us here. Faith cannot catch a break. She's totally stuck in the middle of Angel and Nadira, and now she's got Angel, Nadira, Giles' dead body / Eyghon, and Spike, and all of the kind of teenage girlerisms that go on between Spike and Angel, and so Faith is, again, in over her head, and then she's hearing from Daphne that, hey, none of us want to grow up to be you, girl. We don't like you. And Faith gets that. She gets it. She doesn't want to be herself most of the time, but she can't stop being herself. And the interesting thing about where we have Faith throughout Season 9 is knowing who she is and not liking it, but not letting that affect the fact that she's got these responsibilities, and she has taken on these responsibilities despite the fact that Giles gave her this out. He gave her this clear path. She really needed it. And she won't accept it. She says, okay, and in very much the same way that Nadira in this issue says, I'm going to be the only Slayer, Faith says, I'm going to be the only one who can be where I am. Which brings us to Angel and his whole conversation with Eyghon about damnation being a choice. You basically always choose whether or not you are damned, and that's not something Angel wants to be. He doesn't want to be damned. He wants to, like our young Rupert that we see with Edna, make amends for these atrocities that he's done. And Giles is just the first step. He's not even the first step. He's like the 90th step that Angel has tried to get to, and this is just his most recent, really. Angel has chosen to take Rupert upon himself, like take all of this responsibility solely upon himself, and that is leaving him at this point in time in a very precarious position, but it's his choice, and Eyghon takes away those choices from people. And I like that we are left with a very fucked up Angel and a dead Giles body. It really puts us right back where we were at the end of season 8, which is what this is all about. And so while it seems like Angel's not really heavily involved in this issue, and it seems like mostly Spike and Faith, we will literally get Spike and Faith in the next issue, so stay tuned. But yeah, I really love this arc. Death and Consequences is really just what Angel and Faith is all about. Like, the entire mission statement of the show is really wrapped up here in Death and Consequences. And I say wrapped up, that's not necessarily accurate, but it is totally representative of what these characters are setting out to do, what is kind of holding them back, and what about themselves is holding them back. And really, as Angel puts it, nothing. We make these decisions, we have these choices to make, and sure, they can lead us down these dark roads, but Angel's one of those characters who can't not believe in a light at the end of the tunnel, and that's something that Faith is really starting to learn as well. But that's pretty much all I've got for today, you guys. I hope you're having a great 2016 so far. You can come right back here to the Buffington Post anytime for Buffy the Vampire Slayer reviews, Angel and Faith reviews, Buffyverse discussions on the other Slayers, and more. Angel and Faith Season 10, the season finale, will be out on Wednesday, and yes, we will be talking about that then. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, question. Have yourself a great day today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
The stars will cry the blackest tears tonight, and this is the moment that I live for. I can smell the ocean air, and here I am, pouring my heart onto these rooftops, just a ghost to the world. That's exactly what I need. From up here, the city lights burn like 1,000 miles of fire, and I'm here to sing this anthem of our dying day.
Okay. My BFF Joe 730.